Locally owned and operated, 11 Oaks Farms raises Wagyu beef and heritage breed pork right here in Newville, Pennsylvania. Our low-stress practices and carefully designed diets produce some of the finest meats you will ever experience. We also offer a selection of quality Angus beef, pork, chicken, seasonings, sauces, pantry items, and much more. Shop online at 11oaksfarms.com. Visit us in-store at 34 North Corporation Street in Newville or call 717-360-8249.
Time for Mechanicsburg High School Wildcat Athletics, presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com and now on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe and follow Wildcat Athletics at Go Mechanicsburg on YouTube, available on all smart devices. Wildcat Athletics is presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville, Bobby Ray Hall Automotive Group, Charity Kastner RSR Realtors, your neighborhood Chick-fil-A at Shepherdstown Crossing, Lawnscapes Inc., Members First Federal Credit Union, Operation Wildcat, OSS Health, now with 2 locations on the West Shore, Mechanicsburg Area Recreation Department, RBC Wealth Management and the Turnbridge Group, Renewed Hearing Solutions, Sheets, Snappers Bar and Grill, Seth Gardner State Farm, your Harrisburg True Green Lawn Care, Westshire Decks, servicing all of Central PA, the Wildcat Foundation, and Wolf Brewing Company. Now, let's head out to the contest and the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth on GoMechanicsburg.com.
With the call, here's the voice of the Wildcats, Ben Shad.
We're here at Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School for this 5th place tournament game in the PIAA Class 6A District 3 tournament, featuring the number 2 seed Mechanicsburg Wildcats and the number 5 seed Wilson Bulldogs. Hi everybody, I'm Ben Shad alongside our fantastic Go Mechanicsburg live streaming crew. Both these teams obviously wish they could still be in the tournament phase of it all right now, but having to settle for consolation. Both these teams know they're going to the Philadelphia area in District 1 on state's first round games start on Saturday. A little bit of an awkward timing just because of all the school events. We're going to tip off at 4:30 today. And to get you there, we'll go ahead and check in with head coach Mike Gaffey of this Mechanicsburg squad, get his thoughts on that excellent consolation semifinal against the rivals in Cumberland Valley, get an idea of tonight's game against Wilson, and looking ahead a little bit to the state tournament. So that'll come up right after this. You're on Go Mechanicsburg, now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg.
Locally owned and operated, 11 Oaks Farms raises Wagyu beef and heritage breed pork right here in Newville, Pennsylvania. Our low-stress practices and carefully designed diets produce some of the finest meats you will ever experience. We also offer a selection of quality Angus beef, pork, chicken, seasonings, sauces, pantry items, and much more. Shop online at 11oaksfarms.com. Visit us in-store at 34 North Corporation Street in Newville or call 717-360-8249.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
Hey there, Wildcat fans. It's Mike Garland, voice of Wildcat Athletics. And that map you're looking at and those little blue pin drops, they represent the central Pennsylvania locations of our broadcast partners. From our presenting sponsor, 11 Oaks Farms, to the south and west in Newville, to one of our newest partners, True Green Lawn Care on the East Shore in Middletown, and everywhere in between, these are community-oriented businesses and their dollars are supporting Wildcat Athletics. So in turn, fans, I ask you to support them. Pick up the phone and price their services. Shop in their store locations. Tell them you heard about it during a broadcast of Wildcat Athletics. You can go to GoMechanicsburg.com right now and click on the live stream tab to learn more about each one of these great central Pennsylvania businesses. We thank them for their support, and I encourage you to support them in turn.
Does your property need a little TLC? Call Lawnscapes Inc. of Mechanicsburg today at 717-697-1833 and see how Wes Moret and his team can transform or maintain your residential or commercial property. From hardscapes to yard services of all types, tree and shrub surface and more, this locally owned and operated business has you covered. Call today for your free estimate. Lawnscapes Inc. 717-697-1833. That's 717-697-1833.
We are dedicated to serving our members, associates, and communities because they give us purpose. We know we are stronger when we come together as one. We believe financial literacy is a key tool for personal well-being, economic stability, and a more secure financial future for everyone. And we are committed to providing all with access to financial wellness resources. We strive to deliver unparalleled experiences for our members through every moment and milestone. We are built by will, forged by people, and powered by a proud member experience.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact local agent Seth Gardner for your personal price plan today.
This is you. And this is us. Hi, we're True Green. We're the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. That means we'll give you a pro-level lawn guaranteed. That's a satisfaction guarantee. That's a price match guarantee. That's a guarantee on top of your guarantee. So you can do less of this and more of this.
A deck where memories are made, barbecues are grilled, and sunsets are savored. But let's face it, not all decks are created equal. Enter Westshire Decks. We're not your average deck builders. Precision is our mantra. We don't just build decks, we craft outdoor living spaces tailored to your dreams. With Westshire Decks, you get seasoned experts who know decks inside and out. So why settle for a deck that's just okay when you can have one that's extraordinary? Westshire Decks, where craftsmanship meets creativity. Give us a call today and come see how we are different.
The Wildcat Foundation is Mechanicsburg Area School District's education foundation. Established in 1998, the foundation raises and distributes funds that support students in education, wellness, cultural awareness, and athletics. The Wildcat Foundation has also awarded hundreds of thousands of dollars in scholarships to support students' higher education. Learn more and donate today at wildcatfoundation.org. Wolf Brewing Company in Mechanicsburg, established in 2021 as a family and pet-friendly social experience, offers food and drink options for the community from the community. Family owned by Wildcat graduates, Wolf Brewing Company is just off South Market Street in the all-new Legacy Park. Stop in before, during, or after the game for food crafted from the freshest local ingredients, plus many award-winning drinks made on site. Wolf Brewing Company, 100 Legacy Park Drive, Suite 400, online at wolfbrewingco.com or call 717-590-7917.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Coach's Corner, presented by the Wildcat Foundation. I'm Ben Shad, and once again joined by boys basketball head coach Mike Yaffe. Coach, thank you again for your time.
Sir, always a pleasure.
All righty. Your team seemed to learn from the last matchup against Cumberland Valley, coming away with a hard-fought win where your team took the lead 3.5 minutes in and never gave it up. How did your team maintain control against the Eagles for 3.5 quarters?
Ben, I think one of the things we had talked about after the Governor Mifflin game was we definitely want to play as fast a pace here as we can. And we want to shoot quick, get up and down the court quick, take lots of threes. But there are some times in a game where you got to run some offense. And when you watch the really good teams on TV, the college teams, they're able to do that once in a while. So we wanted to say, hey, look, if we have the lead with the type of lineup that they have, let's make them guard a little bit. And I think we did a really good job of that. You saw some possessions where we moved the ball a little bit with the lead when the other team was playing man-to-man. And I think that really helped. We only had 3 turnovers. And we were just looking for more touches on offense, and I think we got that. So we were more mindful of our lead and saying, hey, let's not let's not hand things over to them just that easy. Let's make them work a little bit. That seems to be the way the games are going in 6A. I mean, when you look at the scores, when Chambersburg plays Cumberland Valley or Central Dauphin, you're seeing some slugfest like that. And we figured, you know what, to be a really good team, you have to be able to play fast and slow. And I thought we weren't playing slow, but we were playing smart.
Alrighty, and the scorebook looked a little more balanced this time around. But a real difference maker for the second game in a row was Liam Owens once again. Without his 9 points in the first half, we may not be talking about a win today. Can we expect him to continue this hot streak on both sides of the ball?
I really do think that. I think what's happening now is he's coming into his own. And that comes with experience and dedication and just mindfulness of what's expected. And, I think he's getting what he deserves. Good things happen to good people. And it's great that he's peaking this time of the year, too. This is the right time to peak. Sort of like what Chance did last year. Chance was just off the charts last year. And I think Liam is going through a period just like that. And when you're in that zone, you can stay in there for a little bit and have some fun with it.
Well, hopefully he can continue the streak. I do want to go back to the last Cumberland Valley game. We talked a little bit in our conversation about how they were just lights out to open it up. This time around, they weren't hitting from three. A lot of their dedicated three-point scorers were left very quiet. I think it was J.J. Lebo did not have a point in the game, and I remember he was a big factor in that Mid-Penn semifinal. Was there a change in defensive strategy that led to that? Was it a little bit of Cumberland Valley showing that they are human when shooting from beyond the arc, a mix of both? How do you interpret shutting down some of their better scorers that really lit you guys up the last time?
Well, the couple things in their offense we went over. So prep-wise, we were good. But when you think back to the second quarter of that game at CD East, the first time around, we just had some missed assignments and some blunders in transition. And let's face it, they're a great team. They've won 21, 22 games, and they can shoot the ball. But the shots they got at Central Dauphin East were all open or clean looks because we were either discombobulated or sometimes slow just getting back to identify, look, this is the way they play. So when you watch the game, they didn't get very many clean looks. A lot of their threes were contested, and they got none in transition like they did at CD East. And that's what we sold to our guys. Look, fellas, in the second half at CD East, when they got no transition threes, they barely scored, and I think that carried over into the game the other night, which is a credit to our guys.
All right, well, thank you, Coach. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll preview tonight's matchup with Wilson and maybe look ahead at the state tournament. We'll see, but we'll be right back with Coach's Corner, presented by the Wildcat Foundation on Go Mechanicsburg, now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg.
Locally owned and operated, 11 Oaks Farms raises Wagyu beef and heritage breed pork right here in Newville, Pennsylvania. Our low-stress practices and carefully designed diets produce some of the finest meats you will ever experience. We also offer a selection of quality Angus beef, pork, chicken, seasonings, sauces, pantry items, and much more. Shop online at 11oaksfarms.com. Visit us in-store at 34 North Corporation Street in Newville or call 717-360-8249.
Craig was in the Rockies and had to cut his ski trip short because he was having severe knee pain.
Lauren came in. She was really discouraged. She had tried 3 months of therapy. Nothing was working. She really wanted to get back to volleyball.
We found that he had severe arthritis in both knees and his hip.
She needed shoulder arthroscopy with slap and posterior labral repair.
Simultaneous bilateral total knee replacements.
6 months of recovery, and Lauren's back, happy as ever.
3 months after his final surgery, Craig sent us pictures of him skiing the Rocky Mountains. And that's what makes our job here at OSS Health so fulfilling.
Operation Wildcat is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to pool the resources in our community to help our school district students, families, and staff members in need. We'll take your new or gently used back-to-school items, bikes, books, clothing, dresses and suits, furniture, Halloween costumes, gifts for the holiday, Christmas tree decorations, pennies, socks, underwear, Thanksgiving food, toothbrushes and toothpaste, and yard sale items. Learn more at OperationWildcat.org and go Wildcats.
Elevate your everyday with the Mechanicsburg Area Recreation Department. Immerse yourself in a world of excitement and discovery. From adrenaline-pumping sports to serene outdoor escapes, we've got your perfect recreation blend.
Join us for fitness, family fun, and fantastic experiences. Unleash your inner adventurer. It's time for a thrilling escape. Visit mbgsd.org and click on the Recreation tab, or drop by our office at the Trails and Trees Environmental Center, Mechanicsburg Area Recreation, where every moment is a new adventure.
At Bobby Ray Hall, it's about doing the right thing, starting with our vision that clients deserve great service at a fair price. We understand this can only happen with great team members. Doing what's right includes supporting local charities, youth sports, and first responders. It extends to the environment and why we reclaim rainwater for car washes and recycle used oil. We want to thank our loyal clients for recognizing us by voting Bobby Ray Hall simply the best of Harrisburg for 21 years in a row. Experience the Bobby Ray Hall difference and find out more at BobbyRayHall.com.
The Turnbridge Group at RBC Wealth Management are proud supporters of Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. When you're faced with tough business, personal, and financial decisions, turn to the Turnbridge Group. They specialize in retirement planning and complex financial situations as their team helps you define and attain your goals, all while building a strong and caring relationship with you. Advisors Tim Engel, Jonathan Stow, and Nick Hansen are available for your call today. The Turnbridge Group, part of the community and for the community. Visit them online at turnbridgegroup.com or call 717-724-4225.
I needed a change in my life. I wanted to be closer to my grandchildren. I was not hearing what the kids were saying. I fly hot air balloons and I couldn't hear leaks. It was time to take care of my hearing. As soon as I met Marianne at Renewed Hearing Solutions, she made me feel so comfortable. My life has improved so much since I got hearing aids. It was the best thing I've ever done. I would highly recommend Renewed Hearing Solutions.
Get back in the conversation. Call Renewed Hearing Solutions today.
Are you on the hunt for a new home? Maybe you're a growing family looking to expand your living situation, or you find your current space too large and you're simply looking to downsize. Whatever your needs, contact Charity Kastner, Realtor with RSR Realtors today. Charity knows the local real estate market and she will find the right home for you. Charity Kastner isn't just a Mechanicsburg-based realtor, she's a Mechanicsburg mom. And after all, mother knows best. Just ask her kids. Make the move today by calling Charity Kastner at 717-557-9312 or rsrrealtors.com to find your first or next home sweet home.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Welcome you back here to Coach's Corner, presented by the Wildcat Foundation. Ben Shad here with boys basketball head coach Mike Gaffey. Coach, the game on Tuesday night was a charged atmosphere, a rivalry game with a shorter drive to the first round of the state tournament on the line. Tonight's game, when you look at it, is merely a matter of seeding. What's your approach to a fifth-place game, and what's the difference in your mind as a coach in facing a district champion versus a district runner-up?
Well, the funny thing is you just never know. So already down in Philadelphia, the 1 and 2 seeds already got knocked out. So it's Conestoga and Plymouth Whitemarsh. So the game's at St. Joe's. We'll see that game and get down there. But the hardest part is just trying during this consolation period to emphasize to these teenagers that we have, these high school guys that I thought have really blossomed into great young men. You want to keep working each day to get better. So we don't want to relax or just go half speed in practice through our drills, and we're trying to shorten things up in practice to keep everyone's attention span. That's the biggest message right now, is just we're waiting to get ready for who we play next week. In the meantime, let's continue to compete, know the game plan, work hard each day in practice. Wilson, they're the Berks County champs. So, we're just going to bring another juggernaut right into our gym here and try and go toe-to-toe with them and, hopefully, come out on top because we prepped well and prepared and competed.
Any thoughts on maybe getting some of the bench guys a little bit more minutes because it is a matter of seeding, or because you will have more than a week in between the two games, between here and the first round of the state tournament, are you going to approach it just like any other, as if you were probably still in the district tournament, or maybe a little mix?
That's a good question. There's always the opportunity for a little mix here and there. One of the things that we will do is we will try to scrimmage next week against somebody. And so everyone will get extended court time there where they can work on offensive and defensive schemes that we're doing. So, that's around the corner for us. So, yeah, we'll try to mix things up a little bit rotation-wise if we think the opportunity presents itself. And, our guys have been classy this year. Like I said, all 14 of our players, which is probably a ridiculous stat, completely fantastic. All 14 of our players have helped us in the first quarter of a game this year win a game, which is just a credit to our players for just being ready when their number's called. And we've already said to our players coming off the bench, you guys could start for any other team in the league, but you're here playing for us right now with a lineup that we have where you're just doing what you can to help us win, and that's a credit to our players. It's a credit to their parents and their junior high and elementary coaches for raising them to grow up that way.
Well, your potential opponents, you already mentioned them, Conestoga or Plymouth Whitemarsh. Both schools a little over 90 minutes away. It's been a while since your team has had a road trip of that magnitude. How do you prepare for a road trip? And I'm curious to know, what's your mood on the bus? Do you keep it light or silent? In my experience, not to make this about me, but in my experience, I've had a coach who has let both happen. There's been times where the bus is nice and light. Guys are joking all the way down 202 to Westchester to the rink. And there's times where it is stone cold atmosphere in there. What's your approach to something like that when you're facing a 90-minute plus road trip?
The league trips are close for us. They're 15 to 30 minutes. So that one, we're not big on the joking and the laughing. When you go an hour and a half, our rule has been, and I sort of used it when I was at Penn State Harrisburg, because it was the first time I had to think about this. When you're going on these long trips, anywhere from an hour and a half to 4-5 hours, I used to tell the guys, get on your phone, silence them, but you can get on your phone. And then look, if you're sitting next to anybody and you want to have a conversation in a conversational tone, that's what we prefer. If you're laughing and carrying on, you can't seriously walk into a building and then just, go from and pretend like you're ready to play a game. And our guys have everything we've asked them to do this year, they do. So we want to enjoy the trip, and we'll promote a conversational tone. But yeah, the laughing and carrying on, you save that for when you win a game and you enjoy the trip back. But man, that's a great question. That's a basketball coaching question there, and each coach is different with the way they've done it. I've relaxed a little bit because I used to be all silent.
Wow.
Across the board, and it's a different world nowadays, and you could still play a game if just like we're talking right now. So that's the way we're going to treat it, and I think our guys, they'll be excited, and they know it's going to be a challenge. And we went to North Hills 2 years ago and supposedly had no chance, and did okay. So we're hoping that we can maybe do more of that again this year.
As you mentioned, 6A, it's a free-for-all. I imagine that has to extend in the States. So,
yes. Yeah.
Got to take it one game at a time, though, and we got the game against Wilson coming up in just a bit. Coach, thank you so much again for your time, and best of luck to you and the team. This has been Coach's Corner, presented by the Wildcat Foundation. When we come back, I'll welcome you into the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth for the last time from Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School before we hit the road. As always, our stream is presented by 11 Oaks Farm in Newville on Go Mechanicsburg, now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg.
Locally owned and operated, 11 Oaks Farms raises Wagyu beef and heritage breed pork right here in Newville, Pennsylvania. Our low-stress practices and carefully designed diets produce some of the finest meats you will ever experience. We also offer a selection of quality Angus beef, pork, chicken, seasonings, sauces, pantry items, and much more. Shop online at 11oaksfarms.com. Visit us in-store at 34 North Corporation Street in Newville, or call 717-360-8249.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
Hey there, Wildcat fans. It's Mike Garland, voice of Wildcat Athletics. And that map you're looking at and those little blue pin drops, they represent the central Pennsylvania locations of our broadcast partners. From our presenting sponsor, 11 Oaks Farms, to the south and west in Newville, to one of our newest partners, True Green Lawn Care on the East Shore in Middletown, and everywhere in between, these are community-oriented businesses and their dollars are supporting Wildcat Athletics. So in turn, fans, I ask you to support them. Pick up the phone and price their services. Shop in their store locations. Tell them you heard about it during a broadcast of Wildcat Athletics. You can go to GoMechanicsburg.com right now and click on the live stream tab to learn more about each one of these great central Pennsylvania businesses. We thank them for their support, and I encourage you to support them in turn.
Does your property need a little TLC? Call Lawnscapes Inc. of Mechanicsburg today at 717-697-1833 and see how Wes Moret and his team can transform or maintain your residential or commercial property. From hardscapes to yard services of all types, tree and shrub service and more, this locally owned and operated business has you covered. Call today for your free estimate. Lawnscapes Inc. at 717-697-1833. That's 717-697-1833.
We are dedicated to serving our members, associates, and communities because they give us purpose. We know we are stronger when we come together as one. We believe financial literacy is a key tool for personal well-being, economic stability, and a more secure financial future for everyone. And we are committed to providing all with access to financial wellness resources. We strive to deliver unparalleled experiences for our members through every moment and milestone. We are built by will, forged by people, and powered by a proud member experience.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact local agent Seth Gardner for your personal price plan today.
This is you. And this is us. Hi, we're True Green. We're the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. That means we'll give you a pro-level lawn guaranteed. That's a satisfaction guarantee. That's a price match guarantee. That's a guarantee on top of your guarantee. So you can do less of this and more of this.
A deck where memories are made, barbecues are grilled, and sunsets are savored. But let's face it, not all decks are created equal. Enter Westshire Decks. We're not your average deck builders. Precision is our mantra. We don't just build decks, we craft outdoor living spaces tailored to your dreams. With Westshire Decks, you get seasoned experts who know decks inside and out. So why settle for a deck that's just okay when you can have one that's extraordinary? Westshire Decks, where craftsmanship meets creativity. Give us a call today and come see how we are different.
The Wildcat Foundation is Mechanicsburg Area School District's education foundation. Established in 1998, the foundation raises and distributes funds that support students in education, wellness, cultural awareness, and athletics. The Wildcat Foundation has also awarded hundreds of thousands of dollars in scholarships to support students' higher education. Learn more and donate today at wildcatfoundation.org. Wolf Brewing Company in Mechanicsburg, established in 2021 as a family and pet-friendly social experience, offers food and drink options for the community from the community. Family owned by Wildcat graduates, Wolf Brewing Company is just off South Market Street in the all-new Legacy Park. Stop in before, during, or after the game for food crafted from the freshest local ingredients, plus many award-winning drinks made on site. Wolf Brewing Company, 100 Legacy Park Drive, Suite 400, online at wolfbrewingco.com or call 717-590-7917.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville and GoMechanicsburg.com.
Welcome you back here to Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. Ben Shad with you here in the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. As always, our streams presented by 11 Oaks Farm in Newville. Players getting the last warm-ups underway here on this rare 4:30 tip-off. A little bit of an augmented schedule today due to the production of the school play opening tonight, so traffic obviously being a huge issue. Both teams agreed to do a 4:30 tip-off, so for this broadcaster, kind of had to fly by the seat of my pants today to get everything working in proper order, but we managed to get it on time. In fact, we had plenty of time to spare, so we'll go ahead and talk a little bit going forward with you. So, both of these teams, how did they end up in the 5th place game? Well, for Mechanicsburg, they opened up their District 3 tournament as the number 2 seed, going up against number 15 Conestoga Valley. Ended up winning that one 63-46. Then in the quarterfinals, faced off against a tough Governor Mifflin team, where Governor Mifflin came up with the upset as the number 10 seed over number 2 Mechanicsburg by a narrow score of 42-38. It was a tough defensive battle, and that knocked Mechanicsburg into the consolation semifinals, where on Tuesday night they got one over their old enemy in the Cumberland Valley Eagles, who the Eagles won the matchup in the Mid-Penn semis. Mechanicsburg got their revenge this time around to book their tickets to Philadelphia and to this 5th place District 3 game. For the Wilson Bulldogs, they started out the tournament as the number 5 seed against number 12 Cedar Crest with a 50-41 win in the first round. Then falling to Chambersburg, again, another narrow one, 41-39 in the quarterfinals. They faced off against William Penn on Tuesday and came away with a dominant 67-51 victory. Wilson, as the number 5 seed, should remind you, they are the Berks County champions. So they've got a great tournament pedigree. As Coach Gaffey said in our interview, you can't really judge these teams based off the number that the computer comes up with. You really have to approach everybody with the same talent and respect as if they were your equal. Because again, it can be just that close here in 6A. Wilson 18-6 overall on the year. 8-4 was their Berks County 1 record. Mechanicsburg 20-2 on the year in the eyes of PIAA. If you count an off-season tournament, mid-pen games, all that, that record goes to 22-4. 13-1 in Keystone games so far, or at the end of this season, I should say. For Wilson, they are averaging 58.2 points per game while only giving up 49.7. For Mechanicsburg, they are averaging 62 points a game while only giving up 50.7. For Wilson last year, they did not qualify for districts. They had a last gasp ticket, if you will, in the Berks County Championship. They lost that game last year. Had a record of 17-9, 7-4, but again, as crazy as 6A is, that was not enough to advance into the tournament. Last year, Mechanicsburg were defending District 3 champions of 5A last year, unable to carry that district championship moniker to 6A this year. Finished the record with a record of 21-5, 14-2 in Keystone Conference play, but because of those 2 losses, it came down to tiebreakers. They ended up being co-champions, but missing out on the Mid-Penn tournament. Mechanicsburg did make it to the second round of states, where they lost to Shaler area. They hosted the first round state tournament game in 5A last year. Not able to be so lucky this time around. They will be traveling to Philadelphia starting next Saturday, not this Saturday, next Saturday. As we have just a couple more minutes before tip-off, want to remind you folks that Wildcat Athletics would like to recognize the Mechanicsburg Area Recreation Department for their continued support of our Rev streams. With the Recreation Department here in Mechanicsburg, you can immerse yourself in a world of excitement and discovery. From creative crafts, dance, to fitness opportunities, and family fun, they offer something for everyone. Don't miss out on fantastic experiences that inspire, enrich, and bring the community together. Visit mbgsd.org and click on the Recreation tab, or drop by their office at the Trails and Trees Environmental Center. Mechanicsburg Area Recreation, where every moment is a new adventure. And folks, check out those recreation programs. They are amazing, and especially now that the warm weather is starting to creep in here in Mechanicsburg, we're trying to do away with Old Man Winter will be absolutely amazing if we're able to get some warm weather going through here in the Mechanicsburg area, in the Parks and Recreation Department. They've had stuff going on all year long, but have to imagine those outdoor programs starting to make their way through. Also want to remind you folks that the Wildcat Foundation would like to thank its sponsors, Taste of Mechanicsburg vendors, auction item donors, and all those who attended the 2025 Wildcat Foundation Night during the weekend of February 21st. Thanks to the outstanding support of the Mechanicsburg area school district community and the leadership of event coordinator Courtney Farinelli, the event will raise close to $50,000 in support of the foundation's work. Also want to remind you folks that the Wildcat Foundation is accepting applications for scholarships to be awarded to senior students at Mechanicsburg area senior high school. The foundation administers 5 scholarships to be awarded each spring, totaling more than $36,000. The deadline for applications will be early April, so for more information, make sure you visit wildcatfoundation.org. Both teams going back to their respective benches. We're just about ready for tip here from Mechanicsburg area senior high school. Again, this odd 4:31. Hope we can finish out your workday. We'll go ahead and let our public address announcer Mike Garland take over. Get you those starting lineups and tip-off in just a bit. been played. Lineups are set. We're just about ready for basketball here from Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. It's the Wildcats and Wilson Bulldogs playing for 5th place, an opportunity to play the runner-up out of District 1 in Philadelphia as opposed to the District 1 champion here today at 4:30. Starting 5 for Wilson is the senior 5'10 guard wearing number 2, Maddox Gruber. The 6'even senior guard wearing number 5, John Edom. The 5'11 senior guard wearing number 11, Tommy McFadden. 5'10 junior guard wearing number 23, Corell Akings. And the 6'6 senior forward, Luke Levan, wearing number 33. For Mechanicsburg, it's the usual lineup of Yanoski, Smith, Owens, Bea, and Bardo. Owens is there to win the tip, and he let it go. And Wilson will start with control of the basketball. Wilson in their red jerseys with a white Wilson across the front, white numbers on the front and back with white accents on the sides. As getting us going is Maddox Gruber. Bea takes it up the floor for the Wildcats, gives to Bardo. Bardo the toss to Smith. Smith on the outside, Yanoski, the 3 from the wing, it sinks! It's Yanoski from beyond the arc. Nice to see him open a game with a made 3. These tournament games have been a little bit difficult for him from beyond the arc, but that time he opens the game 1 for 1. Edom on the inside. Trying to spin with it as McFadden goes up, no shot. Bardo gets it out. Smith a long-range pass to Owens. Deflects, he'll walk it out of bounds. And it will be Mechanicsburg basketball. And it's rare that we play games where such a hush falls out as Yanoski. Line drive 3 off the base of the iron, no good. Student section still trying to muster some support. Some of them probably just left their classrooms and parked here in the gym for the afternoon. With it is Levan. Gives to Gruber. Kicks to McFadden. Back to the top for Gruber. His mid-range shot, no good. Smith comes away with the rebound. Smith trying to work through the paint, kicks it to Bardo. Owens, the corner 3 is in! And Liam Owens, we talked about him for 2 straight games, looking to make it a 3rd. He opens his account, 1 of 1 from beyond the arc. 6-2 Wildcats lead. The response from Wilson does not go. Bardo gets the rebound. Kings 3 falls short. Owens in the corner, back out to Bardo on the wing. Bardo through the paint, kicks it out to Bea. He'll find Smith. Smith running the play from Coach Gaffey. Bea gives to Bardo. Now to Smith. Smith sees the opening through the paint, puts it up off the glass and good. Josh Smith gets it to go, and Matt Coldren is going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside, be right back for you here on Go Mechanicsburg, now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg.
We are
Locally
dedicated
owned and
to serving
operated,
our
11
members,
Oaks Farms
associates,
raises
and
Wagyu beef
communities
and heritage
because they
breed
give us
pork
purpose.
right here in
we know
Newville,
we are
Pennsylvania.
stronger when we come together as one. We believe financial literacy is a key tool for personal well-being, economic stability, and a more secure financial future for everyone. And we are committed to providing all with access to financial wellness resources. We strive to deliver unparalleled experiences for our members through every moment and milestone. We are built by will, forged by people, and powered.
Welcome you back here to Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. Ben Shad alongside our fantastic Go Mechanicsburg live streaming crew. 8-2 opening for the Wildcats, and there's a layup off the glass from Maddox Gruber. Cut the lead in half. Makes it a 8-4 ball game. Smith on the inside to Owens. Owens will take the mid-range off the side of the iron, no good. Taking up is Gruber. He'll put one up off the inside the rim and out. Rebound fought for. Bardo had it, lost it. Levan trying to come away with it. It's still on the floor. And God, nobody wants to hold on to this basketball. As finally Smith gets a hold of it. Yanoski on the near side wing. Out to Owens, now to Smith. Bea at the top. Owens on the near side wing. Bardo all the way out. He'll load one from way downtown. Off the iron and out. McFadden takes it up for the Bulldogs. McFadden through the paint, puts it up, it falls short. Clawing at it was Bardo. He gets it to Smith. Smith to Owens. Owens driving through the paint, puts it up. Too much on it. The rebound attempts don't get answered. McFadden the other way for Wilson. Toss into the corner. Faking the three was A-Kings. Through the paint, drops it off the glass and good. Luke Levan. Score is now 8-6. Bardo to Owens, fakes it, works through the paint, drops it off to Janoski. Janoski gives out to Smith. Smith to Bardo, who's got plenty of space, fakes the shot, puts it up, he'll shoot 2 from the line. Foul goes against Corell A-Kings, that's his first, team's first. So we have some substitutes ready to come on for both teams. First shot up from Bardo, in and out. Substitution for Wilson as Cam Zullinger, the senior 6'1 guard, checks in. For Mechanicsburg, the 6'2 senior forward Andrew Simpkins checks in, and he'll give Janoski some rest. Or pardon me, it'll be Bea. Janoski getting a talking to from Coach Mike Gaffey as Bardo's second is up and good. He's 1 of 2 from the line. Foul shots were a little wary for Mechanicsburg against Cumberland Valley. They didn't have that many trips to the line, but when they did get there, they did not convert. Levan on the inside to Gruber. Drops it off, puts it up. Levan gets 2 and 1 to go with it. Foul goes against Bardo. That's his first. Levan with an opportunity to tie the game. His shot falls short. Owens comes up with the rebound. 9-8 our score. 3.5 left to go here in the first. Smith carries it up the floor, gives to Simpkins. Simpkins looking, gives to Bardo at the top. Bardo hands off to Smith. Smith drawing a pseudo double team, finds the corner. Simpkins will load up a 3 of his own. It's too strong. Wilson the easy rebound on the air ball. Zullinger gives to A-Kings. Wide open down low was Luke Levan. Nobody in the same area code as him, and that gives Wilson the 10-9 lead. And that'll summon Noah Apple off the bench. 6'2 junior forward. Smith with it on the far side, gives it to Owens. He'll line up another 3 off the inside of the rim and out once again. Levan gives to Gruber, back out Zullinger, thought about it, finds A-Kings. In the corner with it, McFadden. Dropping it off, Bardo snuffed it out. Owens there to take it the rest of the way. Janoski, baseline, one-handed shot does not go. Sophomore 6'2 forward Michael Glover waits to check in. Meanwhile, the 3 ball from A-Kings, no good. Janoski is there with the board. Smith charging through, finds Bardo. Bardo, he'll line one up. That one no good. Simp gets the rebound. Smith will try one. Why not? That does not go either. The shooting has just not been there for the Wildcats. Wilson loading one up of their own. Zullinger, it does not go either. My goodness. Some foundations can be set with all these bricks from both teams. Simpkins down low, finally gets one to go. Andrew Simpkins. Nice to see one fall into the net every once in a while. 11-10 our score, less than 90 seconds left to go here in the first. A whole squadron waiting to come back on for Wilson at the next stoppage. McFadden gets it into Levan. Back out to McFadden. Now to Gruber. Gruber through the paint, puts it up, too strong. Simpkins trying to battle for the board, but Wilson pick it up off the floor. At the top, Zullinger through the paint, drops it off. Levan lost it. Wildcats will get the ball. That'll allow the substitutes to come on. Noah Apple checks in for Mechanicsburg. For Wilson, Michael Glover, Christo Hunsicker,
Number 0, Michael Glover.
and John Edom all check back in.
And returning to the game, 5, John Edom.
On the inside, Bardo off the glass and good with a great look from Noah Apple. 13-10, Wildcats lead, 44 seconds left to go here in the first. Zullinger trying to do battle with Janoski. Hunsicker with plenty of space. Finds Gruber. Back to Edom. Now to Zullinger. 20 seconds left. Zullinger gives to Edom. Edom trying to get poked from behind. Drops it off. Beautiful play. Michael Glover off the great assist from John Edom. Smith has it. 9 seconds left in the first. Smith putting on the moves, and he's fouled before the shot. 3 seconds left. The Wildcats will do it all over again.
Wilson foul called against number 5, John Edom.
Goes against Edom. That's his first, team second. So Wildcats will have to settle for an inbound play with 3.4 seconds left to go. 13-12 our score. Owens tosses to Smith. Smith through the paint, puts it up, doesn't get it to go. Rebound collected, and that takes us to the end of the first quarter. Wildcats with a narrow 13-12 lead over Wilson. We'll go ahead and step aside. Be right back for you here on Go Mechanicsburg, now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg.
Snappers Bar and Grill at 120 East Allen Street in Mechanicsburg is proud to support Wildcat Athletics. Snappers is open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. and offers outstanding service and exceptional food and drink options, all at a fair price. Stop in for fresh seafood, delicious hand-cut steaks, and homemade pasta dishes. Snappers also offers a variety of sandwiches, fresh, crisp salads, and awesome appetizers. Dine in, carry out, or have your next big gathering catered. Snappers Bar and Grill, call 717-697-9475 to learn more.
I needed a change in my life. I wanted to be closer to my grandchildren. I was not hearing what the kids were saying. I fly hot air balloons and I couldn't hear leaks. It was time to take care of my hearing. As soon as I met Mary Ann at Renewed Hearing Solutions, she made me feel so comfortable. My life has improved so much since I got hearing aids. It was the best thing I've ever done. I would highly recommend Renewed Hearing Solutions.
Get back in the conversation. Call Renewed Hearing Solutions today.
Welcome you back here to Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. Ben Shedd here in the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. Janoski gets it down low. Off the broken play, Josh Smith saves the day. 15-12, Wildcats on top. Wilson taking it the other way through the paint, putting it up the scoop, and the score, John Edom. Great strike there from Edom. Wilson keeping it close at a 1-point ball game. Bayo on the wing. Out to Smith. Collects it. Tosses out to Bardo. Thought about loading up the three. Lost his dribble. Jumps through the paint. Is double teamed. Ball is stripped. A fight for it on the court. That's jump ball. And possession arrow belongs to Wilson. Substitution for Mechanicsburg as 6'2", not 6'10", 6'2", junior guard number 30, Jacob Eager, checks in. This 4:30 game has thrown just about everybody off in this gymnasium. The atmosphere, as you can tell, loyal watchers, that it's very off. That one dropped down low, back out to Edom. And a foul is going to go here against Smith, I believe. And yes, it does. That's his first. As Luke Levan checks back in for the Bulldogs. 7:01 left to go here in the second. The toss goes to Hunsicker. Back out to Zullinger. Zullinger on the inside, back out. Three ball on the way. It's good. Christo Hunsicker checks in with a huge three, and Wilson take the 17-15 lead. Eager to Janoski, out to Bea. Smith corrals it. Finds Eager. He can load up the three, but he doesn't get it to go. Hunsicker goes out to Zullinger. Into the corner, Edom thought about it, instead tosses on the inside. Hunsicker trying to fade away. A foul. And Liam Owens does some push-ups while he's on the court, letting everybody know he's okay. Looks like he's still going to pick up the foul despite the extracurricular performance, as some substitutions for Wilson as Tommy McFadden and Corell Akings check back in.
And number 23, Corell Akings.
They get it out, Gruber. Bea all over him. Gruber, and an offensive foul, an illegal screen. Elijah Bea drawing the whistle.
Wilson foul called against number 33.
And Luke Levan.
His first, the team's first of the quarter.
That's why you have Elijah Bea out there on the court. He can make those fouls obvious with his speed anytime he gets hindered. Referee's got to be on watch as Bardo is summoned to the scorer's table. He'll come back in. Smith with it, kicks into the corner. Eager thinking about it, gives to Janoski. Couple of stab steps. Janoski, the spin move through the paint, puts it up, gets the roll. Chance Janoski leading the way with 7 points. We're tied at 17 apiece. 5.5 left to go here in the second. McFadden on the far side in towards the corner. Finds Zullinger. Near side way, McFadden loads up the three. It's there! Tommy McFadden. All sorts of players from Wilson contributing threes off their first shots, and the Bulldogs push their lead back out 20-17. Smith to Eager. Back to Smith. Working his way towards the top. Couple of dribble moves, spins through the paint, kicks it out to Eager. The three from the opposite wing, a line drive, doesn't go. Janoski fights for it, and Eager comes away with the board, trying to get it to Bea, out of bounds.
Mechanicsburg substitution, checking in number 25.
And Bardo will check in. Toss to the inside, shot is up, but it will result in a foul against Bea, as Maddox Gruber will shoot two from the line.
Mechanicsburg foul called against number 5, Elijah Bea. His first, the team's third of the quarter. At the line, shooting two for Wilson, Maddox Gruber.
First shot from Gruber is up and in.
Wilson substitution, checking in number 5, John Edom.
As Edom will come in off the bench. Second shot is up, and that one rattles out, so 1 of 2. For Maddox Gruber from the line, a 4-point lead for Wilson. Owens to Janoski, out to Smith. Smith through the paint, puts it up, and finger rolls it right into the hoop. Gets the Wildcats back within 2. McFadden on the inside, Akings trying to drop that one down to the baseline. The scoop, but no score. The rebound collected by Luke Levan. Using that 6'6" frame, he was going to win that ball before anybody else could get a hand on it. Wilson now keeping Mechanicsburg ahead by at least 2 possessions. Janoski to Bardo, now to Smith. Owens, back to Janoski. Janoski sees a route through the paint, muscles the shot, no good, collected by Wilson. Going the other way is Gruber. Gruber lines up the step back three and gets it to go. Maddox Gruber. now Wilson really forcing the issue here. It's a 7-point lead for the Bulldogs. Bea to Smith, now to Bardo. To Janoski, he'll load up a three, does not go. Rebound collected by Wilson again. Three ball from Edom is good. And Wilson, in the blink of an eye, have pushed this lead out to 10. Mechanicsburg with no response. Janoski finds Bea, now to Smith. Smith off the screen, finds Owens. Owens thought about it, now backs up. Finds Smith on the opposite wing. He thought about it, hesitates. Finds Bardo at the top. He plants his feet. Bardo going to work through the paint. The scoop and the score. Justin Bardo with a tough bucket. Wildcats back within 8, 2.5 left to go before the halftime break. McFadden on the far side wing. With it is Gruber. Will load up the three off the screen, off the base of the rim, no good. Smith with it, charging up the court. Smith looks, kicks it to Janoski. He'll go ahead and get the scoop, but no score. And Wilson with excellent rebounding here. They come the other way yet again. Bounce pass on the inside, and that was off the foot of Owens. That'll be a kicked ball, so Wilson will have to settle for possession as they'll sub in Cam Zullinger off the bench.
Substitution, checking in number 4, Cam Zullinger.
McFadden airs it out to Levan. He had a little trouble with it, but gets it to Zullinger. McFadden finds Gruber, and another three. And now it's an 11-point lead for Wilson. Bardo on the inside to Janoski, juggles it. He'll find Bea. Bea charges through the paint, trying to put the shot up, no good. Deflected, and they're going to say that is Wilson basketball. McFadden, bounce pass on the inside to Zullinger. Onto the wing, now the opposite side. McFadden gets it back through the paint, swipe from behind, but right there to clean it up is Luke Levan. He's already in double digits for Wilson. 34-21 with a minute left to go before the half. Bea out to Bardo. Bardo trying to push his way through, nothing doing. Zullinger. Charging through, stops, gives to McFadden. Now it's to A-Kings. Back to Zullinger. Charging through is Zullinger into the corner. McFadden back out to A-Kings. 25 seconds left to go before the half. Wilson trying to chew this out till the last shot. Can really put the exclamation point with some points before the buzzer. Toss to A-Kings in the near side corner. 12 seconds left. A-Kings off the screen. Gives it back. McFadden up the baseline. Puts it up. No good, but he'll shoot two from the line. Foul is against Owens. That's his second.
His second. Team's fourth in the quarter at the line.
Hunsicker waits to check in. McFadden to shoot two from the line. Joe Hauk checking in as well. First shot does not go for Tommy McFadden.
Christo Hunsicker, also number 22, Joe Hauk.
Second shot does go, so McFadden 1 of 2 from the line. Makes it a 35-21 game. Also Henry Michelle, the senior 6-foot forward, checks in. Smith with it, 5 seconds left. Smith trying to charge up the floor, splitting the defense. He's fouled. So that'll result in possession.
Wilson foul called against number 24, Henry Michelle.
So it goes against Michelle. So Bardo to inbound with 2.3 left on the clock. Bardo trying to find Smith on the alley-oop, and it sinks on in. Oh, just how you drew it up. All 2 seconds were taken up as that ball spun ever so slowly on the rim, but still a lot of work for the Wildcats. They're down by 12 here at the half. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have second half action for you here in just a bit here on Go Mechanicsburg, now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg.
Company in Mechanicsburg, established in 2021 as a family and pet-friendly social experience, offers food and drink options for the community from the community. Family owned by Wildcat graduates, Wolf Brewing Company is just off South Market Street in the all-new Legacy Park. Stop in before, during, or after the game for food crafted from the freshest local ingredients, plus many award-winning drinks made on site. Wolf Brewing Company, 100 Legacy Park Drive, Suite 400, online at wolfbrewingco.com or call 717-590-7917.
A deck where memories are made, barbecues are grilled, and sunsets are savored. But let's face it, not all decks are created equal. Enter Westshire Decks. We're not your average deck builders. Precision is our mantra. We don't just build decks, we craft outdoor living spaces tailored to your dreams. With Westshire Decks, you get seasoned experts who know decks inside and out. So why settle for a deck that's just okay when you can have one that's extraordinary? Westshire Decks, where craftsmanship meets creativity. Give us a call today and come see how we are different.
The Wildcat Foundation is Mechanicsburg Area School District's education foundation. Established in 1998, the foundation raises and distributes funds that support students in education, wellness, cultural awareness, and athletics. The Wildcat Foundation has also awarded hundreds of thousands of dollars in scholarships to support students' higher education. Learn more and donate today at wildcatfoundation.org.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Hello, Wildcat fans, and thanks for tuning in for this varsity contest on GoMechanicsburg.com and now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg, as always, presented by 11 Oaks Farm in Newville. We'll get you back out to the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth in just a bit, but right now it's time for our halftime segment, Halftime, as always, presented by the Wildcat Foundation. And this is Foundation Dex, and we're joined once again by Rebecca Kuhn. Rebecca, welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, Rebecca, for a reminder for the folks who may not have tuned in the first time, give us a little bit of a background on the grant program that you have funded through the Wildcat Foundation.
So I teach at the middle school, and I teach in special education in our life skills program, which is 6th through 8th grade. And those are students that work on a lot of functional skills. And one of our classes is a daily living skills class where we teach a lot about cooking and being out in the community and grocery shopping and things like that. And our big program in my classroom is our Wildcat Cafe, where we serve our staff breakfast and lunch once a month. So for the last 2 years, I've been got grants from the Wildcat Foundation to help fund that program with new kitchen equipment. This year we got new carts for our breakfast when we go out to serve our breakfast. And for the last 2 years, we've gotten to be at Foundation Nights, which we're going to talk about here.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, this is a fantastic program. I know a lot of schools do this. My wife included, she teaches in a different district, but the day gets so much brighter when that cart makes its way through the hallways and you hear it coming. I have, my mother-in-law was also a former teacher at Mechanicsburg, recently retired. And again, that was one of her highlights, was that cart coming down. It's an absolute blast. So now it's going on the road and it's kind of getting a little big time with Wildcat Foundation Night.
Yeah, it is. So we were really excited last year. The foundation asked us to be part of Foundation Night, and they started something new last year called a Taste of Mechanicsburg. And so we were one of the first invited to come and show off our skills. And then we were very excited because we were invited back again this year. They're doing a Taste of Mechanicsburg as well to be part of that.
And I think it's just an amazing opportunity for especially the students too to be involved. You look around and you see the restaurants that they go to night in and night out all around Mechanicsburg, and then to be included in that group and maybe even possibly network or talk with them or exchange recipes or what have you. Like, that's got to be an amazing experience
for those students to get kind of like a little preview into like the professional world of cooking if they choose to take this as a career, to know what an event looks like and how to cater to a mass event?
Yeah, they are super excited. We just announced to them 2 weeks ago that we were going to be doing this again. And it's more than just, hey, we're going to show up and serve. Like we put a lot of skills into it. They apply to come, because unfortunately, while I have a wonderful class, I can't bring them all with me to foundation night. So they apply to come and talk about why they want to do this. We tie this into careers because we talk a lot in our transition about, especially as they're getting ready to go to high school and things like that, about what they want to do. And I have quite a few kids who, with doing all of the cooking and the grocery shopping and learning about recipes and all of that stuff within the classroom, have really taken to that and can see themselves being able to work somewhere in the culinary field, possibly when they graduate from high school.
That's just absolutely amazing that it builds that foundation, it plants that seed and gets them interested in something so young. And then I think one final question before we go here. Any idea on what the menu is going to look like? Any previews as to what the Taste of Mechanicsburg is going to be from your end?
Yep. So we actually just decided with the kids this past week and just ran it by the foundation. So this year we are going to have a soup bar. So there's going to be a variety of soups where you can come and grab a bowl, or if you'd like, you can get a small flight of soups with some bread and crackers as well. So the kids are really excited. We are actually having that for our Wildcat Cafe lunch here in January to test everything out, make sure it's good to go. And then we'll be bringing it to foundation night in February.
That's fantastic. Every corner, get a little test beforehand to know what works, maybe, what recipes need to be tweaked. And at the time of this recording, a nice snowy day here in Mechanicsburg, a soup flight? I mean, I've never even thought of that. It seems so simple, but man, you guys got everything covered. And folks, I can't think of a better advertisement to go to Wildcat Foundation Night than that right there. But Rebecca, thank you so much. And folks, this has been Foundation Facts presented by the Wildcat Foundation. Learn more about them online at wildcatfoundation.org. We're going to take another quick break. And when we come back, we will have second half action for you right here on Go Mechanicsburg. Now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg. And as always, our streams presented by 11 Oaks Farm in Newville.
Snappers Bar and Grill at 120 East Allen Street in Mechanicsburg is proud to support Wildcat Athletics. Snappers is open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. and offers outstanding service and exceptional food and drink options, all at a fair price. Stop in for fresh seafood, delicious hand-cut steaks, and homemade pasta dishes. Snappers also offers a variety of sandwiches, fresh, crisp salads, and awesome appetizers. Dine in, carry out, or have your next big gathering catered. Snappers Bar and Grill. Call 717-697-9475 to learn more.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact local agent Seth Gardner for your personal price plan today.
This is you. And this is us. Hi, we're True Green. We're the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. That means we'll give you a pro-level lawn guaranteed. That's a satisfaction guarantee. That's a price match guarantee. That's a guarantee on top of your guarantee. So you can do less of this and more of this.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Welcome you back here to Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. Ben Shad in the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. As always, our streams presented by 11 Oaks Farm in Newville. 35-23 our score. Third quarter upon us in just a bit. Mechanicsburg was actually leading Wilson at the end of the first, 13-12. But then, how about this? In the second quarter, Wilson ignited 23 points to Mechanicsburg's 10. Yes, Wilson, 23 points in the second quarter, led to this 35-23 lead at the half. As the buzzer sounds, second half action just about ready to get underway. The leading scorers for you real quick. For Wilson, Maddox Gruber leads the way with 11. Luke Levan with 10. John Edom with 5, Tommy McFadden with 4, Christo Hunsiger with a 3, and Michael Glover with 2. For Mechanicsburg, Chance Janoski with 7, Josh Smith with 6, Justin Bardo 5, Liam Owens 3, Andrew Simpkins 2. Nobody had any real foul trouble. Liam Owens has 2 to his name, but the referees have been letting this game play out for the most part. Again, both these teams know that they're going to Philadelphia to open the state tournament on next Saturday, March 8th. Just a matter of playing the champion or the runner-up out of District 1. 2 schools that they could potentially face both out of the greater Philadelphia area, not necessarily downtown. As Owens gives to Smith, we're underway with second half action. Janoski gives to Bea, now to Smith on the inside to Owens. Owens turns, looks for somebody, gives it back out to Smith on the near side wing. Janoski at the top. He gives the toss to Bea. Bea lines up the 3. Why not? Elijah Bea couldn't get it to go. Gruber gives to McFadden. Back out to Edom. A-Kings loads one up, gets it to go. That's Corell A-Kings' first bucket of the evening. 38-23, Wilson on top. Smith stumbles over his feet. That's a travel call. And that just about sums up the afternoon in one play. So McFadden will inbound off the travel call against Smith. Toss goes to Gruber. On the inside, Bardo with the steal. Bardo heading the other way, trying to get to Bea on the inside. Much too easy. John Edom, the pass pretty much went right to him. McFadden gives down low and score on the inside. The turnaround shot is good. John Edom. 40-23 the lead. Bounce pass to Bardo. Hand off to Smith. Smith with the double team gives to Owens. Owens trying to charge up the baseline. Finds Bea. Dribbles it. Manages to keep control. He finds Janoski. Janoski back to Bea. Now to Bardo. To Owens. To Janoski at the top. Janoski sees the lane. Works his well through the paint. Fade away. Falls short. And Wilson come up with it. Toss to the far side corner. Edom swings through, puts it up off the rim, no good. Janoski the rebound, airs it out to Smith. Smith spins through the paint, puts it up, deflected on the way. Bea can't come up with the board. The other way, Wilson going up and shooting 2 from the line will be Tommy McFadden. Foul goes against Bardo. That's his second, team's first of the quarter. Want to remind you folks that Wildcat Athletics would like to recognize the Mechanicsburg Area Recreation Department for their continued support of our web streams. With the Recreation Department here in Mechanicsburg, you can immerse yourself in a world of excitement and discovery. From creative crafts, dance to fitness opportunities and family fun, they offer something for everyone. Don't miss out on fantastic experiences that inspire, enrich, and bring the community together. Visit mbgsd.org and click on the Recreation tab, or drop by their office at the Trails and Trees Environmental Center. Mechanicsburg Area Recreation, where every moment is a new adventure. McFadden goes 1 of 2 from the line, give him 5 points on the evening, 2 of 4 so far from the charity stripe. Bea on that far side wing finds Smith at the top. Smith hesitates, makes it through the paint, the spin move, puts it up, gets it to go. Josh Smith. Give him 8 on the afternoon, 41-25 our score. 5 minutes and change left to go in the third. Wilson pick it up off the floor. Edom from the wing gets it to go. John Edom, he's in double figures. Everybody from Wilson contributing in this one. Smith trying to charge through. Foul is on the floor. First of the quarter against the Bulldogs.
Wilson foul called against number 11, Sonny McFadden. His first.
As Noah Apple checks in.
First of the quarter. And for the Wildcats, number 15, Noah Apple.
The blind pass to Smith gets to go off the inbound. That connection between Bardo and Smith still working. 44-27 our score. Trying to work through is McFadden, putting on the moves up the baseline, puts it up, it's deflected out. Ball flying wildly. Three ball from the wing, does not go, but it falls for Wilson. Trying to spin through, putting it up, getting to go, Luke Levan. Give him 12. 46-27. Wilson still very much in control. Bardo on the inside to Smith. Pass was bobbled, but there's a foul in the midst of all that. Goes against McFadden, his second. Substitutions for the Bulldogs as Zullinger and Hunsinger check back in. Borrowed inbound, goes out to Smith. He pulls the three, and he gets it to go. 46-30 our score. Smith strips it. Wildcats down by 16. Toss to the inside. Bardo with the timely poke. Airing it all the way out to Smith. He'll rise up. Two-hand jam. Josh Smith. Wildcats cut it down to 14. McFadden with it on the wing. Toss on the inside. Putting it up. A contested shot. No roll. Owens gets it off the board. Bardo gives it to the corner for Apple. Back out to Bardo. The three from the wing is offline. Janoski can't get the board. Wilson going the other way with it. In the paint, putting up Smith with the swat. Hunsicker denied before he could even get it to the rim. 3:16 left in the third. Wildcats down by 13. Just when this game seemed to be getting away, we are seeing the ingredients of something here. Just in time for dinner. Zullinger back out at the top. Plenty of space. Now Janoski closes it off. Far side wing. Hunsicker tries to get it on the inside. Levan can't corral it. Smith comes away with it. Smith just pulls up for the three. Does not go. Smith comes up with the poke and the steal. Smith charging through the paint. The scoop doesn't get the score. An awkward shot to say the least. Looking for the foul. He won't get it. And a timeout taken by head coach Matt Coldren. A 60-second timeout. We'll go ahead and step aside. Be right back for you here on Go Mechanicsburg. Now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg.
A deck where memories are made, barbecues are grilled, and sunsets are savored. But let's face it, not all decks are created equal. Enter Westshire Decks. We're not your average deck builders. Precision is our mantra. We don't just build decks, we craft outdoor living spaces tailored to your dreams. With Westshire Decks, you get seasoned experts who know decks inside and out. So why settle for a deck that's just okay when you can have one that's extraordinary? Westshire Decks, where craftsmanship meets creativity. Give us a call today and come see how we are different.
At Bobby Rahal, it's about doing the right thing, starting with our vision, that clients deserve great service at a fair price. We understand this can only happen with great team members. Doing what's right includes supporting local charities, youth sports, and first responders. It extends to the environment and why we reclaim rainwater for car washes and recycle used oil. We want to thank our loyal clients for recognizing us by voting Bobby Rahal simply the best of Harrisburg for 21 years in a row. Experience the Bobby Rahal difference and find out more at BobbyRahal.com.
Ballgame back here to Mechanicsburg area senior high school. 45-32 our score. It looks like there was a scoring correction during the quarter. Scoreboard operator will get there in just a second as the drop pass put up. No good. Rebound fought for. Put back up. And getting it to go, Christo Hunsicker.
Christo Hunsicker for 2.
Makes it 47-32 on the scoreboard here in the gym. Now it's adjusted for you at home. As Glover waits to check in for the Bulldogs. Wildcats were putting together a run there for a hot second. Still find themselves down by 15 as Owens through the paint puts it up, no good. McFadden takes it up the floor, finds Zullinger. Zullinger gives out to Hunsicker, back to Gruber. Near side wing, it's McFadden. On the inside, Levan. Double team, gives it out into the corner. Wilson working the ball around. With it now is Hunsicker into Gruber. Back out. Hunsicker looks. Finds Zullinger. Zullinger through the paint, kicks it out. 3-ball from the wing, well short. Corralled by Levan. He'll just toss it up, and it's going to fall every single time for Luke Levan. He's got 14 on the evening. 1:20 left to go here in the third. Smith draws a double team, finds Bardo. Bardo fakes through the paint, puts it up. The hook shot is there. Justin Bardo with a tough bucket. Wildcats still down 15 with a minute left to go here in the third. Zullinger kicks to Levan. 3 from the top is airballed out. Smith will go ahead and usher it out. 3 substitutes coming on for Wilson. Michael Glover, John Edom, and Corell A-Kings all checking back in for the Bulldogs. 40 seconds left, 49-34 our score. Wildcats not out of it just yet, but Wilson still very much in control. Toss to Janoski in the corner. Smith on the baseline. The turnaround shot is there. Josh Smith, 17 points to his name. Wildcats within 13. Edom taking it up the floor. Gives to A-Kings. Now to Zullinger. Zullinger off the high screen, works through the paint, puts it up, shot does not go, kicked all the way out. 3-ball from Edom, that does not go. The rebound put up at the buzzer is good for Corell A-Kings. That'll take us to the end of the third. 51-36 our score. We'll go ahead and step aside. Be right back for you here on Go Mechanicsburg, now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg.
Craig was in the Rockies and had to cut his ski trip short because he was having severe knee pain.
Lauren came in, she was really discouraged. She had tried 3 months of therapy, nothing was working. She really wanted to get back to volleyball.
We found that he had severe arthritis in both knees and his hip.
She needed shoulder arthroscopy with slap and posterior labral repair.
Simultaneous bilateral total knee replacements.
6 months of recovery and Lauren's back, happy as ever.
3 months after his final surgery, Craig sent us pictures of him skiing the Rocky Mountains. And that's what makes our job here at OSS Health so fulfilling.
Are you on the hunt for a new home? Maybe you're a growing family looking to expand your living situation, or you find your current space too large and you're simply looking to downsize. Whatever your needs, contact Charity Kastner, Realtor with RSR Realtors today. Charity knows the local real estate market and she will find the right home for you. Charity Kastner isn't just a Mechanicsburg-based realtor, she's a Mechanicsburg mom. And after all, mother knows best. Just ask her kids. Make the move today by calling Charity Kastner at 717-557-9312 or rsrrealtors.com to find your first or next home sweet home.
Welcome you back here to Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. Ben Shad here in the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. As always, our streams presented by 11 Oaks Farm in Newville. The PIAA Class 6A District 3 5th place game between Mechanicsburg and Wilson. Wilson with a commanding lead, but Bardo gets the steal off the opening possession. He'll spin through the paint, put it up, and one! Justin Bardo! Well, that's a great way to open the quarter if you're Mechanicsburg. Michael Glover hit with the foul. Shot is up and good for Justin Bardo. Give him 10 points on the night. Wildcats still down here in the fourth quarter. Wilson just trying to maintain the lead. Glover, little toss to Zullinger. Zullinger thought about the step back three. Some calls for a travel go unanswered from the Wildcat faithful. Glover, toss to the inside. Owens, another steal. Owens gets it out to Smith. In transition, Smith off the glass and good. And Luke Levan already summoned off the bench. The Wildcats within 10. Janoski the poke. Janoski goes up off the glass and good. And in the blink of the eye, that Wilson jumped out to the lead in the second. All of a sudden, Mechanicsburg are making this a contest again. 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it with you here. Want to remind you folks that the Wildcat Foundation would like to thank its sponsors, Taste of Mechanicsburg vendors, auction item donors, and all those who attended the 2025 Wildcat Foundation Night during the weekend of February 21st. Thanks to the outstanding support of the Mechanicsburg Area School District community and the leadership of event coordinator Courtney Farinelli, the event will raise close to $50,000 in support of the foundation's work. 51-43 our score. Mechanicsburg with some timely steals to open up the fourth frame. All of a sudden have made what looked to be a rout into a contest yet again. It's not over till it's over. McFadden to the near side, Edom. Toss to the inside, Gruber. Gruber throws the elbows, offensive foul! And again, it's Elijah Bea doing the dirty work down low. Drew the elbow. And all of a sudden, this gym with a little semblance of life after we were dead to rights at the end of the first half. Smith gives to Owens. Fakes the pull. Gives to Janoski at the top. Janoski goes down low with it, poked free, taken away by Wilson. A-Kings going the other way, Bea from behind, and at least makes Wilson have to inbound and buys his defense some time. Again, Elijah Bea coming up big. Levan to inbound. Goes the short route to Edom. To the top, A-Kings. A-Kings finds McFadden. McFadden charging on through, puts it up, and the scoop falls low. Bea keeps it alive, gets to Owens. They're going to say he was out of bounds. So Wilson will get it right back. 6:10 left to go, 51-43 our score. Goes to Levan, back to McFadden. McFadden finds Edom, gives into the corner. Gruber has trouble with it. He finds it back, gives to A-Kings. At the top, Edom manages to avoid one steal, kicks it to the wing. Three ball blocked by Smith. Recovered by McFadden. Gives to A-Kings at the top. A-Kings through the paint, the scoop, and the score. Great job there by Correll A-Kings. Janoski already the other way. Janoski thinking about it, gives it back out to Smith. 5.5 left to go. Wildcats down by 10. Janoski pulls up for the three. Off the face of the rim, no good. Bea can't come up with the board. A-Kings the other way. Through the paint, drops it off to Levan. Off the glass and good, and one. Bardo just stood there, but somehow he still committed a foul. That's his third. Levan will step to the line for the and one. Missed his first opportunity earlier in the contest. Shot is up, it rattles in. 1 of 2 for Luke Levan from the line today. 56-43 the score. Bea takes it up the floor. Toss to Janoski. Janoski with a little stab step, gives it out to Bea. Bea charges through the paint, the spin move, back out to Smith. Step back three, no good. Rebound fought for, and Gruber comes up with it. Gruber was eventually poked by Smith. That'll be a foul against him. That's his second.
Josh Smith. His second, the team's second of the quarter.
So again, Wilson will have to settle for just inbounding the ball. They get it out to A-Kings. A-Kings and Owens doing battle. A-Kings gets in through the paint, drops off for Levan. Shot blocked by Smith. Out of bounds, stays with the Bulldogs. Wilson to inbound. They get it out to Edom. On the inside, A-Kings. A-Kings trying to turn around, puts it up, and Bardo comes away with the rebound. Gets it out to Bea. Bea gives it to Smith, the scoop, and the score. Josh Smith, 21 points on the night. Wildcats back within 11. We're halfway through this final frame of action. Edom charges up the court, inside, right at the feet. Smith airs it out to Owens, gets him in transition. The backhanded scoop and score, Liam Owens. He had to get that ball off quickly, kept a calm head. Wildcats now within 9. Putting on the moves is McFadden through the paint. Puts on the brakes, gets it out to A-Kings. Into Levan on the corner. Screened three, does not go. Rebound punted away. On the inside, Levan puts it up. His shot too strong. Can't get his miss. Bardo comes up with it. He'll underhand scoop it. What was he thinking? As now Wilson going the other way. Edom gets it back. On the inside, Smith, another steal. Puts it up for Janoski. He'll win the race to the ball. Puts it up, and he'll shoot 2 from the line.
Wilson foul called against number 23, Karel A-Kings.
A-Kings hit with his second.
Team's third. At the line, shooting 2, Chance Janoski.
Janoski's first shot does not go.
Wilson substitution checking in.
As Cam Zullinger checks in. Second shot up, and that one does fall for Janoski. He hits 10 points on the night. Brings his team within 8, 3 minutes and change left to go here in regulation. Taking it up the floor is Gruber. Bea all over him. They get it out to Zullinger. In down low to A-Kings. A-Kings back out to Gruber. Gruber finds Zullinger. Zullinger dodges the swipe by Janoski. Manages to get it to McFadden. Now back out to A-Kings. A-Kings gets it down low on the court. Ball jammed loose, but not before a foul against Mechanicsburg. Goes against Janoski. That's his first.
Number 0, Chance Janoski. His first. Team's third of the quarter.
Wilson maybe just trying to chew the clock down, deny Mechanicsburg those opportunities. Wildcats are only down by 8. McFadden to inbound, gets it in down low. The score is there for Maddox Gruber as Bea hits the pine. Lead goes back out to 10 for Wilson. Smith at the top gives to Janoski. Janoski, the mid-range shot is there. Chance Janoski with the response. Wildcats down by 8, 2:20 left to go here in regulation. McFadden goes to work against Smith. McFadden is fouled by Janoski.
Mechanicsburg foul called against number 0, Chance Janoski. His second, team's fourth of the quarter.
And that's Mechanicsburg's fourth, so they got to be careful here. Don't want to give Wilson chances at the line, not just yet. You kind of need to chew into that lead before you can start thinking about fouling intentionally. Gruber goes to Zullinger. Zollinger trying to work on the inside wing. A-Kings down low to Levan. He's stripped. Smith will pick it up. 2 minutes left to go. Wildcats down by 8. Smith gives to Bardo. He'll pull up the 3. Bang! Justin Bardo with a 3 that acts like an AED for this Mechanicsburg team because they have jolted back to life. Back within 5. $1:45 left to go.
A 30-second timeout.
A 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it with you here. Want to remind you, folks, the Wildcat Foundation will begin accepting they are accepting applications for scholarships to be awarded to senior students at Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. The foundation administers 5 scholarships to be awarded each spring, totaling more than $36,000. Deadline for applications will be early April. For more information, visit wildcatfoundation.org. Well, this game was a dead duck at the half, but Mechanicsburg have fought all the way back to pull themselves within 5 with 1:47 left to go, and rather uncharacteristically, Coach Gaffey has not used a timeout until this moment in the game. Coach Gaffey knows that you can't take those timeouts with you, so he likes to use up all 5 no matter how the game is going. But here he has sat on them until this very moment. You have to almost wonder, in a sick, twisted way, is that he wanted the game to go this way. I don't know. Because Mechanicsburg, they had no juice in the first half and all of a sudden have made this a narrow game. Wilson working it up the floor. Gruber settles it down, gives to Zollinger. Zollinger toss on the inside to McFadden. All the way back out, they work around to Zollinger yet again. Zollinger out to the wing for McFadden to A-Kings at the top. A-Kings manages to get that way to Zollinger, and Yanoski the foul. And so Wilson will have to do this one from the line. 1:22 left to go.
Call against number 0, Chance Yanoski, his 3rd, team's 5th. Going to the line, shooting 2 for Wilson. Number 4, Cam Zollinger.
Zollinger will shoot 2 from the line. He has not put up a bucket yet this afternoon. First shot up and in. That's his first point of the evening. Puts the lead back out to 6. Second shot away, and that one does fall. So Zollinger does his job, goes 2 of 2 from the line, and a little misplay there. Wildcats down by 7, $1:15 left to go. Smith gives out to Bea. He'll load up a 3. It does not go off the base of the iron, no good. Wilson passing it all over the place, getting it down low. Shot does not fall. Fight for the rebound. Levan comes up with it. Smith with the foul.
Mechanicsburg foul ball against number 1, Josh Smith. His 3rd of the game at the line, shooting 2 for Wilson. Number 33, Luke Levan.
First shot from Levan is in. Extends the lead out to 8 with less than a minute to go. Second shot is up, and that one falls as well. 9-point lead for Wilson. Mechanicsburg need points and quick. Smith just pulls up the straightaway 3. Is there! Mechanicsburg will take a timeout, a 30-second timeout, so we'll step aside real quick. Be right back for you here on Go Mechanicsburg, now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
Getting you back to Mechanicsburg Wildcat Athletics. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com.
Welcome you back here to Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. Ben Shad here in the Members First Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. As always, our stream is presented by 11 Oaks Farm in Newville. 62-56 our score. Mechanicsburg not letting this one get away from them just yet. Wilson had a tremendous lead early in this one, but the Wildcats in the second half have whittled it away, brought it back to 6. Wilson trying to break the timeline, and they do, and Smith with another foul. That's his 4th. It sends Levan back to the line.
Mechanicsburg foul call against number 1, Josh Smith. His 4th foul at the line, shooting 2 for Wilson. Number 33, Luke Levan.
First shot for Levan is in. Extends the lead back out to 7 for Wilson. Second one up, and it rattles on in. Levan once again goes 2 of 2, 64-56 our score. Smith thinking about it, gives it out to Owens. He'll load up a 3 off the side of the iron, no good. Taking it the other way is Zullinger, and he is fouled by Bea. He will step to the line with 27.1 left to go, but this will just about do it.
His second at the line, shooting 2 for Wilson. Number 4, Cam Zullinger.
If Zullinger can make these buckets here. First shot up and good. And for Wilson to make it a 10-point ball game, it's in Zullinger's hands right now. Second shot up and in. Zullinger a perfect 4-4 from the line. Smith picks it up off the pine. Smith charging through, gives out to Owens. Owens trying to work off a screen, finds Janoski. Janoski held close. Janoski trying to dribble out of it, puts the floater up, does not go. Levan the rebound, and this will just about do it with 10 seconds left. So Wilson will face the runner-up out of the District 1 championship. Mechanicsburg will have to await the champion out of District 1 in the greater Philadelphia area. Stay tuned to all of our media channels for that one, as we hope to have a stream for you. We hope that it is us that is providing it to you, but we will have to see what schools are in the midst and what schools will allow us to stream and all that. So please stay tuned to our social media channels at Go Mechanicsburg and our website to stay on top of all the action. Wilson moves on, faces the runner-up. They are the 5th place team out of the District 3 tournament. Mechanicsburg has to settle for the 6th seed. Folks, it's been an absolute blast to bring you this one. For our entire Go Mechanicsburg live streaming crew, I'm Ben Shad. Once again, the final score, the Bulldogs take this one 66-56. We'll see you next time here on Go Mechanicsburg, now on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg. Good night, folks.
This has been a presentation of Mechanicsburg High School Wildcat Athletics, presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com. Wildcat Athletics is presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville, Bobby Ray Hall Automotive Group, Charity Kastner RSR Realtors, your neighborhood Chick-fil-A at Shepherdstown Crossing, Lawnscapes Inc., Members First Federal Credit Union, Operation Wildcat, OSS Health, now with 2 locations on the West Shore, Mechanicsburg Area Recreation Department, RBC Wealth Management and the Turnbridge Group, Renewed Hearing Solutions, Sheets, Snappers Bar and Grill, Seth Gardner State Farm, your Harrisburg True Green Lawn Care, Westshire Decks, servicing all of Central PA, the Wildcat Foundation, and Wolf Brewing Company. The Mechanicsburg Wildcats. Presented by 11 Oaks Farms in Newville on GoMechanicsburg.com and on YouTube at Go Mechanicsburg. We'll see you again next time.